Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to a brand new F125 video. Today we are gonna see how truly fast a maxed out F125 car is in qualifying trim. As you guys can see right here, basically got everything maxed out. Apart from two supplier upgrades I couldn't get, you can see it just says they're unavailable, which I thought I could fix by just skipping a season, which is what I did, but I never got them. I think it's bugged. Same for the durability supplier upgrades, but obviously they don't add performance anyway, so it doesn't matter. So the only thing we're lacking performance-wise are these two upgrades, and yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna matter much anyway. We'll probably lose a little bit of time, but it's not the end of the world. We're looking probably at 2-3 tenths at the very maximum, I think. So the car is going to be so incredibly fast that I think it's not going to matter too much anyway. First one is going to be Melbourne. Let's head into it. All right, small issue. Qualifying is wet. I don't even know what I can do about that. I don't think I can do anything about it. It is proper wet. Oh, dearie me. All right, let's just see what we can do in the wet then. Oh my god, the brake. I upgraded the brakes as well. I was already wondering at the time if that was going to be a smart move. I locked very fast there. Alright, the time trial world record is... Oh, I'm locking so fast. I shouldn't have upgraded the brakes. Time trial world record is a 1:15.0, I think so. But the car stops so fast. Whoops. We're gonna ignore that happens. The very first lap, of course, and also the bottoming is insane. I think because the car generates so much downforce, we're gonna have to raise the ride height a bit.
Yeah, we talk later, man.
What did we even do? 124.1 in full wet conditions. Anyway, it's not important anyway, because it was going to be wet either way. There's no point in giving that even more tries. You know, after I've done all the tracks, maybe we do Melbourne again, just to yeah, see what we could do in the dry around there. All right, here we go. Our first dry lap with this absolute rocket ship of a car. Oh my god, it stops so fast. This is gonna be hard to get used to. Right, here we go. Our first lap. In a maxed out car. That turn one is insane already. When you go through turn one, you get a lot of entry speed, and mid-corner, the fronts, you can feel they start giving up. The grip. You can just hear there's a lot of bottoming again. And 127.5. The world's record is a 131.0. We are 3.5 seconds faster than that on our first attempt. That is nuts. Now, the world's record is 3.5 seconds slower, but I must say, the world's record is done with medium ERS usage and a tiny bit more fuel. Usually in top level league racing, the pole position lap times are around 1 second faster than the time trial world record. So still, that is like between 2 and 2.5 seconds faster than what a pole position would be in PSGL, for example. But I'm not done yet. I'm gonna try some things with the setup and see if I can improve the car even more. All right, here we go, attempt number 2. We don't have any new softs after this, but if I want to try again, we can either use mediums or just restart the session. All right, let's see how this goes. I've lowered the downforce a little bit. That's a big lockup. I've lowered the downforce a little bit. See if that works with this car. Honestly, we're not going much faster on the straight with lower wings. Still got so much ERS left at the end of the lap as well. I think let's restart the session, go again, and see what we can do with higher wings. I'm just testing this now, so I know what I need to do on the other tracks as well, and then we can just send it. There we go. Might be our final attempt. Gone the opposite way and added some wings. When you open a DRS, man, it's crazy. That's 27.0. 4 seconds faster than the time trial world record. That is crazy. In league racing, Tier 1, China, that's... Pole position was a 130.0, so we're 3 seconds faster than F1 esports level lap times. That is crazy. So that's also a quick little tip to you guys if you're doing my team. As your car progresses and you get more engine power, you get drag upgrades, downforce upgrades, you can just go higher on the wing level. I guess because you got more engine power and the drag upgrades help with the straight line speed. So then you can just plow on a load of downforce and it will help you lap time wise. Here we go, Suzuka. This might be one of the most satisfying laps we're gonna get. Is this flat out the whole way through? It is. We did have ERS turned off there, but still, that's outrageous. Flat out through here. This makes me think about the... I forgot the exact name of the car, but the Red Bull car and Gran Turismo 5. Battery. A 122.7. We're still half a second off Piastri. But yeah, one thing, the further you get into your My Team career, if the cars get faster, the faster the AI gets for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, one thing, I don't know why. If the cars get faster, the faster the AI gets. Right, I've raised the ride out even further because I think the car is bottoming like crazy, or at least that's what I can hear. Because the car generates so much more downforce, and because we're putting more downforce in as well anyway, and the car doesn't become stiffer, the bottoming just becomes crazy. So now I'm running a really high car, but it would be much better if we could just make it more stiff. That is outrageous. See how much time we gave in this right there just because we raised the ride height. A 122.2. The world record is a 126.0. Nearly 4 seconds faster. So the gap is actually not as big as China. Once again, I'm gonna try and raise the ride height a little bit more again. I think I'm like 8 clicks higher now than what I would usually run, but yeah, as I said before, the car generates so much downforce and the car doesn't become stiffer, so it presses the car into the ground like crazy. Anyway, here's the lap then. Let's see if we can get into the 121s. Is the 121? It is 121.9.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very.
Car is insane.
Nice
so
work.
much
Come on,
grip.
see you back in the pits.
The whole S section was flat out, and the last bit was with the overtake mode on as well. That is incroyable. Let's see what we can do on this one. World record is a 26.5. Easy flat out there. Tune in so late everywhere, so the car just grips up. 22.6.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Again, like 4 seconds faster than the time trial world record. Did we get pole as well?
That wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow
Gasly in the Red
as we
Bull.
head into the Grand Prix.
Where did Verstappen go? I guess he retired. Alright, I think the top speed we're gonna reach here is absolutely insane. I didn't go too much up on the wings, because I think pretty much everything is gonna be flat out anyway. Here we go. Oh, 354. A little bit deep in turn 1. The world record is a 126.0. Easy flat out. A 121.9. Again, around 4 seconds faster than the time trial world record, which equates to around 3 seconds. Am I right in saying that? 3 seconds faster than more or less, I think, would be done in a F1 esports style quali. I'm not exactly sure, of course, I don't know all the lap times from my head. I also got pole by almost a second. George Russell in a Ferrari, by the way.
Hey, me again. Got another question for you.
Hey, shut the fuck up. All right, Miami. World record's at 24.8. See what we can do. See, I've already set a banker lap, but the wings were not high enough. As you can see through here, how much time I'm gaining with higher wings. 6 tenths up. Oh, little wall tap. Eight ends up. And then I think that was a 22.2. .6, 3.2 seconds faster than the world record. Not the most impressive one, to be honest. We also didn't even get pole against the AI, but I think Miami is a very strong track for the AI. So that kind of makes sense. Wait. I did a 21.6, right? I swear I did a 21. Am I going crazy? Oh no, wait. It's because I'm driving Sportoletto, not as myself anymore. Oh my god, that's so confusing. Oh. Alright, here we go, Imola. Let's see what we can do on this track. Very high downforce setup I've put on the car. Oops. That was insane minimum speed for there. Oh, lost the feedback. A little bit loosey-goosey through there. Last corner is just a lift. Across the line at 1:10.2. I think the world's record is a 1:13.1. 3 seconds faster than the world record. Beast. Alright, Monaco. This is probably going to be the hardest one and the closest one to the world's record. And with the closest one, I mean, we're not going to be a whole lot better than the world record. Oh, a little bit of a loft up. That is a 106. Oh my god. A 106.7. Well, the world's record is a 108.5 from the top of my head. So 2-second gap to the time trial world record, which is the smallest we've had so far, but it's also like the shortest track time wise. So it kind of makes sense. At the same time, you also just cannot fully use obviously the engine power and the drag upgrades. The main time gain you have is the downforce. And I think on other tracks you gain a lot of lap time because you can put the aero up, but you can't really do that because by default...
qualifying completes all the...
Shut up, bitch!
By default, you're running 50-50 on Monaco. So yeah. Alright, you might be wondering why I skipped to Canada, and that's because Barcelona is a wet quali. And yeah, we will just put the ones where we come across a wet quali into a part 2. That way we cover all tracks, and yeah, doing 24 tracks in one video will be a little bit much. So that's why it's gonna be 2 parts. As you can see, this session was a little bit wet before as well. So I'm gonna have to do another lap after this. World record is a 108.3. We're already 2.5 seconds faster than that, and it is a short track, so if we can go 3 seconds faster than that, that will be quite insane, I think so. A little bit loosey-goosey through there. A little bit wide. Carry the momentum on the exit though, so not too much of a time loss. Invalidated, but doesn't matter too much. It is going to be a 1:05.0.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
It's 3.3 seconds faster on such a short track. That is quite incredible.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow.
We invalidated. We would have been on pole by 1.2 seconds to the AI. It's crazy how on one track we're like 3/4 tenths off, and then on another track we're like P1 by 1.2 seconds. All right, this is always an interesting one. Austria. Can we lap Austria in under a minute? I think we can. Quite easily, actually. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I think normal lap times, like time trial world records, is a 1:03.0 more or less. I need to check on my phone what it exactly is. It would be nice if you get out of the way, Uncle. I'm gonna quali lap. That is insane. Easy flat out. I think the tire overheated through there a lot. But it's a 59.7 already. We didn't even use all the battery. I didn't use enough on that lap. So I'm gonna go again. I think a 58 is possible if we nail it. Right, here we go. Let's aim for that 58. I got the RNG bump. But it's definitely not going to be a 58, that's for sure. It is going to be... I still didn't use enough battery. 59.6. Do I think a 58 is still possible? Maybe, but it will require quite a bit of practice and a better setup.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started.
1.2 seconds faster than AI.
Again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Also, if we would actually get the supplier upgrades from the engine, then on a track like this, it would make quite a big difference, I think so. But I think no one is capable of getting those last two supplier upgrades, to be honest. So I'm quite sure that's permanently bugged. All right, here we go then. Our last track of part 1. Let's see what we can do. Silverstone. World track is a 24.6. Let's see how much faster we can go. 120 maybe? A good lap so far. That was flat the whole way through. That was just a small lift, that's insane. I've run out of battery. It's a 121.334. 3.3 seconds faster than the world record. That was a nice lap and a good one to finish it off. Hope you guys enjoyed this part 1 of how fast is an F125 mighty maxed out career mode car with all the upgrades on, apart from the bugged ones we couldn't get on. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for part number 2, which will be coming very soon.